Stellar Blade quickly throws a lot of terms and a pretty big skill tree your way, right from the get-go. And so to help cut through the noise and grab the most useful skills as early as you can, here are the ones we recommend getting first in Stellar Blade. Before we hop in, two things. Each skill tree, you have to reset them separately, is easy to reset after buying SP initializers from any camp store for only 200G and pressing triangle at that skill tree circle. And you can also access training mode from the same screen while at a camp by pressing square. Use either of these features as much as you need to get comfortable with your setup. You earn skill points pretty fast, so don't be afraid to use them, and reset them if need be. Also, Blink, the skill that lets you counter blue unblockable attacks, is one of the most important skills you get in Stellar Blade, but it's added to your move list automatically as the story progresses, so we're not going to go over it here, despite its importance. Make sure to check out our full combat guide for more tips on its use. Ambush, found in the top left quadrant of the attack tree, allows you to stealth kill enemies in one hit from behind. This is a great way to work around troublesome Naytibas, and you can even develop exospines to make this easier and grant extra perks after an ambush. You won't always be able to use ambush, but it's the kind of skill where when the opportunity presents itself, you'll be glad to have it. Being able to outright kill a tough enemy before it gets a chance to fight back and potentially damage you is a huge boon in a game with limited health restoratives. Continuing along this branch allows you to extend the attack to nearby enemies and collect more beta energy. Holding triangle to dash to an enemy and attack is paramount to success in Stellar Blade. Rush's improvements, Lightning Rush and Infinite Rush, extend both the distance and attack power of this gap closer. Use it to initiate fights, follow up combo hits that send enemies away from you, and stick close to bosses who try to get away. Any skill that grants extra beta energy is useful, and the beta energy recharges on both the survival and attack trees give you more beta energy with every perfect parry or successful attack, respectively. Claiming the one for perfect parries gives you an excuse to get familiar with this important mechanic early, but they're both great to have. Beta energy theft in the attack tree paired with ambush further stacks the deck in your favor when taking a group of enemies by surprise. Take out the Naytiba you find most troublesome, and charge your most powerful beta skills in the meantime. Counter, at the top of the survival tree, is your follow-up to perfect parries, and allows you to either dash behind enemies for a big attack, or smack them right in the face. Perfect dodges have this follow-up as well, called Reflection, but for now you'll be parrying rather than dodging more often, so counter is the way to go first. Blink's purple counterpart, Repulse, has you flipping away from the enemy rather than going through them, and opens up weak points for ranged attacks. Grab this one as soon as you can so you can deal with every kind of attack an enemy might throw at you. While its usefulness is a bit more situational compared to Slash and Triplet, the beta skills you start with, Shield Breaker is a great way to knock out your enemy's shield so you can lay in big damage. Charging gives it a damage boost, and later upgrades temporarily increase your shield damage after using this skill, and decrease charge time. You can hold off on upgrading it for now as it's good enough early on, but you'll want to finish out the tree as you go as an easy way to knock enemies down. Stellar Blade heavily relies on your ability to parry and dodge enemy attacks since you take damage from just standard blocking. Focus Boost extends the perfect parry window so you can avoid taking chip damage, and more easily knock enemies off balance for a retribution attack. Reflex Boost extends the window for perfect dodges, which you'll need to avoid yellow unblockable attacks. You can get by without these skills if you want the timing windows to stay difficult, but if you're looking to make combat easier, they're essential. It's not hard to figure out what the Double Dodge skill does. Found at the end of the tree after Reflex Boost, Double Dodge is useful to extend the distance between you and an enemy, or when panic dodging. Paired with Reflex Boost, you now have two bigger windows to hit that perfect dodge. Now is a good time to grab Reflection, so you'll have a follow-up available for perfect dodging. Reflection will stun enemies and also increase your attack speed for a time, allowing you to press your advantage. Now that you should have all the base skills you need, it's time to start putting SP into upgrading your beta skills, namely Triplet and Slash. These can get costly really quick, so feel free to grab other skills while your pool is increasing, and then just refund them to upgrade beta skills when you have enough. Triplet, the beta skill set to L1 plus square, does insane single target damage, and the third hit stuns enemies. I often use it just to stop an enemy's attack, only to find that it killed them outright. Upgrade Triplet as soon as you can to unlock the follow-up attack Quadruplet, move the stunning attack to the first strike, and even affect your enemy's balance, allowing you to more quickly perform a retribution attack. While Triplet does fantastic single target damage, Slash sweeps out with an AoE attack around Eve. It stuns enemies and can also be charged. Even in its base skill form, it does a great job taking out smaller enemies that are surrounding you, but once you upgrade it, it can do greater damage to shields and even gain a follow-up Slash. All of the beta skills are useful, with Shield Breaker and Shockwave becoming much more powerful with further upgrades due to their ability to knock enemies down. But since this is the best skills to get first, focusing on Triplet and Slash to start is the way to go. Those are our recommendations for the best skills to get first in Stellar Blade. We hope you found this video useful, and while you're here, make sure to check out our full combat guide video. For more on Stellar Blade, make sure to hop on over to our ever-growing guide on IGN.com, and for everything else gaming, keep it right here on IGN.